It is OSD, Obsessive Sneaker Disorder. It is Wednesday, the best damn day of the week. Thank you for tuning in as you do each and every week. Yes, the show is live and direct as we come to you from the OSD studio, wherever you are, wherever we are the Soul Doctors and Disorderlies. This is episode 307. Shout-outs to the great state in the good old West, Wyoming. But you know what? There's sneakerheads all over the world, so we're not going to limit it to just Wyoming. This is OSD, Obsessive Sneaker Disorder. Thank you for tuning in. Man, we've had a great run. We had a great week. We say, are you walking good? Are you talking good? More importantly, are you ready for summer? Do you have some good kicks on? Are you ready? Are you ready for the warm weather, the t-shirt, the shorts, you know, the oh shit tights, and then some? Are you ready? I do think so. So let's get straight to it. The one and only A the Great.
Shalom, everybody.
What's a good word?
Man, ain't nothing. I'm excited about this barbecue festival on the weekend. Chubby Kid Adventures.
Okay. Yes. So what are you looking to? Any particular barbecue spots, restaurants that are going to be partaking that you know about?
Not that I know about, but I'm looking forward to eating brisket.
Brisket, okay.
Brisket is sexual, yes.
Uh-oh. So what's going on in the big manzana these days? People are wearing less clothing?
Yes, wearing less clothing. It's getting a little warm now.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of poom shorts already.
The party riders out? Really?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
And they are getting shorter.
Shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm not opposed to it.
And and what are the fellas wearing these days?
What are the fellas wearing these days? I've been seeing a lot of dudes rocking shorts too. No camo though, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, just regular like chino kind of shorts.
Okay.
That's what I've been seeing.
Well, you know, it's still early in the season. Officially, summer doesn't begin until the 21st. So until then, yes, you never know what you may see in the streets of your neighborhood, your sneakerhood, wherever you are, wherever we are. Let's go straight to Brooklyn, USA, the one and only. He's got streets in his hood named after movies and then some. Mr. Paper Chaser, Doctor Peace.
What is good, Disorderlies, Soul Doctors? We got a nice balmy night here in Brooklyn, New York. Welcome to episode number 307 of the world's, or the sneaker world's, most dangerous sneaker talk show, Obsessive Sneaker Disorder. If you're new, that is no mistake. We're at episode number 307. And summer's right around the corner, man. Summer's right around the corner. Whole lot to discuss tonight. We got a very interesting show. We got the sneaker stock report as always.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have the usual weekly prescribed dose of sneaker debauchery on deck. Talking about a couple of sneaker events, some business moves, sneak preview, and just having at it, man.
Absolutely. We have the certainly Dr. Jesse is in the building representing the PDX. What's up, man? What's the good word? You still cleaning up? Well, no, the stacks look they look straight. Oh yeah, you did some cleaning up.
You know, I had to keep it right. You know what I mean? I had the rotation was moving a little bit, so I had to make sure it got straightened up so that I didn't crush nothing.
Man, I'm noticing why is that one like tower in the middle? It's nothing but brown boxes, light tan boxes with black labels. Like that's like looking like the Leaning Tower of Pisa right there.
Nah, that was so. There's the orange boxes, there's the brown boxes, there's the black boxes, and then there's the new retro Nike boxes. So
retro.
So this side, that side over there. The camera. So that's all Nike, and this over here is the old school Converse. So you see the Converse boxes are black and then brown, and then I got them in plastic. So
Gotcha. So Jesse, can I use your services then? Because my closet looks a hot ass mess right about now.
I don't know. All that good food you be having for lunch, we might have to work out some kind of payment plan. Or something.
Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
It can happen on OSD. That's where we get down. That's how we get down. But paper, man, this stock market is getting crazy, and your company. I'm not gonna even say that. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna play myself. I said your company, not like you own the company, but.
Oh, I wish.
Skechers is like, man, these dudes are like on fire these days.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get into a little bit of them in news on the show, but we're gonna start off the same way we always do, with the weekly stock report or the daily stock report. But once a week we report it live here on OSD. We are the only ones on the internet that have a watch list of athletic footwear related stocks to watch and that we report on. So 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Google+, Facebook in the OSD group, and on Twitter, we report the results of these stocks that I'm getting ready to read the results of. So first one up ended the day at $76.13. That's Nike, who was up 58 cents on the day. We got Skechers, who we're definitely going to talk about in this episode at some point, finishing at $46.05, up $1.53 per share. We got we got BF Corporation at $63.70, up 22 cents per share. We got Under Armour finishing at $53.62 per share. They are up $2.52 per share on the day. Deckers Outdoor, parent company for Uggs, finished at $79, and 87 cents per share, up 21 cents per. Foot Locker Incorporated finished at $49.20 per share, up 35 cents per. Adidas AG on the OTC market finished at $53.09, down 11 cents per. Only stock that was down on the day. Puma AG on the ETR market finished at 212 euros flat, and no, they finished flat on the day, no gain, no loss. eBay finished at $50.45 per share, up 3 cents per. And last but not least, is Finish Line Incorporated finished at $29.41 per share, up 37 cents per share. So the two big earners on the day were Under Armour up $2.52 per share and Skechers up $1.53 per share. So these stocks that I just reported the day's trading results on, you can catch these results every day on Twitter, on Facebook in the OSD group, and on Google+. So what you guys see there?
I see, once again, Skechers is on fire. They have been. They hit us with the news actually last week, and it actually hit the wires yesterday about them signing California Chrome, the horse, not Google Chrome, but the horse, to a sneaker endorsement deal. Because basically they're telling us, screw going after the young folks. They're going to go buy their Jordans and their Nike SBs and all that other stuff. We're going after the 45 and older crew. You know, we reported just on episode 306 how Skechers went after and actually signed Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose.
Yep.
We know they have people like Joe Montana. They've got people in the past. They've had, endorsees like Kim Kardashian. They're going after it, and they're putting their money on a well-known or not well-known horse to land them in the winner's circle once again this upcoming weekend at the Belmont Stakes.
T-Wells, we got a report on one major move they did today also.
Okay. They had another big signing, didn't they?
They had another big signing that broke today. Shout out to our homeboy Jim Muller from A Good Walk Unspoiled. Skechers signed the number 5 golfer in the world, Matt Kuchar, for an endorsement deal today.
Yeah.
So he will be representing the new Skechers Go Golf advertising campaign and Go Golf line that they're working on. So it's detailed to be a multi-year, multi-million-dollar deal. The details of which you can catch over on agoodwalkunspoiled.com. Shout out to the homie Jim Muller once again, reporting on that. He was one of maybe one or two other outlets that cover the golf world and golf footwear in particular. He does to report this news today. So Skechers is making serious moves at that 57 to 70 demo, boy. Like hitting it like unrelenting.
Yep, they are. They've been pushing it. They've been, and they have a lot of cash to spend. They've got some serious cash to spend.
A lot of cash.
They're like, listen, we're doubling down, basically.
Yeah.
They are staying in their lane, and it's working.
True indeed.
They're like, you know what? We're a lot of fun. We're affordable. We're hot. Let's be that. They're not trying to do anything crazy. They're trying to keep that limelight they got. And I'll tell you right now, if that horse wins on Saturday,
watch it.
Yo, if that horse wins on Saturday, that will be one of the best marketing coups of this year because that's ridiculous exposure.
If that horse wins places or shows, they're gonna get good money.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. They're opening themselves up to that whole Montana Rose age group demographic, and then horse racers.
Right.
Please, they're at ranches all day long. Yeah, come wear Skechers. That shit is comfortable.
Exactly.
You want to go to OTB? Well, OTB don't exist in New York anymore, but whatever the OTB equivalent is around the country, come on down.
Come on down. We'll take care of you.
Yeah. And you better believe they'll begin to be Skechers ads and all of those dog track, horse track, turtle track, everything.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
They're making moves. Now, Jesse, we do have to ask you this one thing because folks might remember on a previous episode where we spoke about what happened with Mev Keflezighi. Do you think they're going to walk away from the success they've been having with the Go Run line? Because it's pretty much pushed them to this point.
I'm going to stick to my guns with Skechers is not a technical running brand. I think that signing Mev was a great marketing move. It did what it needed to do, and it was a good moment for them. And it was a turning point. Do you capitalize on the exposure and be who you are, or do you continue to try to go down a lane that you're not really there? So they didn't start signing a whole bunch of athletes, surfers, or something that's out of their lane. Right. They were like, we're hot, we got exposure, we're going to stay on the front lines, and we're going to stay being creative and fun and the everyday shoe that anybody can wear, and they're playing in their space, and they're playing better than anybody else, and I will give them credit for that.
Yeah.
Well, they riding the hot wave. We got one of the OG7. We got one of the OG7 trying to come on with us, D. Wells.
Yes, sir. Mr. Pedro's in the building.
You with us, sir? I'm trying to connect. You there, Pedro? We can't hear you.
In and out.
In and out, yep.
We hear you now. What's up, bro?
I just can't get this video thing to start working. All I see is a black screen.
You might have to adjust your bandwidth.
We see a picture of your son or your child.
Yeah, we see your chick magnet son there.
Yeah, the young OG.
There you go. There you go. So, Paper, let's just talk about some other news going on these days. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening. Companies are moving.
What's going on with that Under Armour, dog? That's $2 today, right?
That's $2.
$2.52 gain.
Did we miss something there?
I don't think we did.
Thank you.
I think they're just doing their thing.
I'm looking at, the only thing I can see is this whole lead up to the the FIFA World Cup, which starts on June 12th, so next Thursday, a week from tomorrow. Under Armour, as we know, just like some of the other companies, even though Adidas is the official footwear sponsor, Under Armour does have a great presence, and they actually have a huge, they're doing some guerrilla marketing down in Brazil at the moment. So maybe some of that is paying off. I don't know. Maybe there's some confusion. Their basketball line, we saw what Steph Curry did during the NBA season. But their running and their soccer boots actually, more so their running and training. I can't even say the soccer boots because they're focusing on soccer right at this moment. That's not their main focus. They're still focusing on American football, not soccer. But their training sneakers have gotten a lot better, and maybe that's where some of their love is coming from with their stock.
There's got to be some kind of talk, some kind of industry chatter going on, because that is a significant move in a day. $2. You know what I mean? And there's not a huge marketing campaign going on right now.
No,
but they got some stuff in the oven. I'm telling you, the stuff that I have been privy to for what they're about to do for women. Yo, they're coming for it.
Yeah,
they're coming for it. They're really coming for it. There's a lot of disgruntledness, I'd say, maybe around the King swoosh. Talent movement, just so they're hot. They're bubbling right now. They are bubbling right now, and they're gonna smack people in the face pretty soon. I don't know if they're in the second quarter or third quarter.
Not to mention 21 Jump Street going on in Beaverton.
Oh wow! It's like that. Is that what's really happening nowadays? So much movement's going on. Oh.
Not to mention that, but just referring back to the weekly stock report that I put out, there's 2 articles on the side for those who check the daily stock report, rather. 2 news-related articles for Under Armour today. And one is from Motley Fool that says, why Under Armour Inc. shares could soar to $65 per.
Wow.
And the other one says, Under Armour Incorporated, rejuvenating partnerships.
Okay.
You see? They figured out what they don't do right, and they're like, let's bring some people in. And they're about to,
So those are 2 articles that are on the side, of our daily stock report that we publish. We also have a news-related feed that goes along with that daily stock report. So you check that on the right side of the screen, and you'll be able to see related articles to some of the top-performing companies on the day and some of the worst-performing companies on the day as well. And also, I see here in a related article that says analyst upgrades: Under Armour Inc., Halliburton, and McDonald's. So
I wonder if McDonald's employees will start wearing Under Armour clothing and footwear. And Halliburton, Halliburton was run by our former vice president who liked to shoot his best friends in the face, but
shoot them in the face while they're wearing the bright orange.
Exactly. Take that, motherfucker. No.
Watch out now. We got D cussing this week. Watch out.
You know why I'm getting ready? Because our president of the United States will be in Worcester, Massachusetts, actually next week, because he's delivering the commencement speech at Worcester Vocational High School. So the city is already going crazy. The mailboxes are being removed and stuff like that. So I'm just like looking around, going, "So where's Dick Cheney?" Because he's so, just saying.
Looking for the shotgun, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, I want to have the best view. I want to stay in the back so I can see everyone up there.
Dick Cheney's old too, and he carries that old school.
Oh man, yes, exactly. He's carrying one of those Kentucky muskets or some shit. I don't know.
Man. Yeah.
Oh man, oh man. But woo!
Summer is here, and we want to remind people that you can get over to the OSD online shop. Ladies, men, up to 5X.
Yes.
And you can get some dope tees for the summer. Some of them are big man exclusives, we like to call 3XL, 4XL, and 5XL. We have t-shirt designs that we've made exclusively for that size range. We also have our scholarship tees up, social studies tees and stuff, where some of the proceeds go to us building up some scholarship to get folks to take social studies. And we also have, last but not least, in the OSD online shop, we have phone cases.
Yay!
We have cases for the iPhone 5 and 5S, and we also have for the Galaxies. So get on over to the OSD online shop, osdlive.spreadshirt.com. Get you some gear. It's priced right because I didn't remember to raise the prices, so you might want to get over there and get some prices back up. Because like right now, like with the prices, we're like making no profit. So you might want to get over there and snatch some stuff before at the end of the show I might find enough time to raise the prices back.
Exactly.
Like, head on over. So also what we have to discuss. D, do we want to go there that early? We want to go there that early?
Why not?
We want to go to WTF so early?
Damn, WTF already?
I mean, this
I think we should. I think we should.
This one we're going to get a chuckle out of, I guarantee.
Yeah.
I guarantee we're going to get a chuckle out of this one. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop it. Jesse, I know you're going to have something to say about this one that it might be one for the ages in terms of comments. So, on screen, the NBA is celebrating its 68th anniversary. And they are celebrating their 68th anniversary not by giving away tickets to games or some crazy viral promotion or some special jersey or socks or something like that. What did the NBA decide to do, D. Wells?
They decided to give away some sneakers. The Air?
No. They decided to sell.
Well, to sell. They might as well. I thank you for correcting me. They might as well have given them away because they're trying to sell and the name. Go figure. They're calling it the Air Silvers after the NBA commissioner.
How can they call it an Air? Is it a collabo with Nike?
I don't know. That's what I wondered too. I was like,
you might get,
hold up.
Sued for that.
Imagine if Nike hit the NBA with a cease and desist. Wouldn't that be some ish?
Well, I wonder if that's the real name or is that like the street name?
I think it's the street name. I think it's the street name. I do. I do.
So the NBA is coming out with, on June 6th, which is just a couple of days away, everyone.
Yeah.
1,946 pairs of this sneaker and said packaging that you see on screen.
Yeah.
The shoes I'm hearing, I haven't seen or heard any real confirmation yet, but I'm hearing the price will be $119.
Yeah, I heard $119 as well.
So here are the images of this very limited edition NBA 68th anniversary sneaker.
Wow.
These look like some shit you get off 28th Street from the Africans. With your perfume and handbag, like, bruh.
I like how you call them the Africans.
They're running the bootleg game now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's not the Chinese no more.
Really, the Africans are?
The Africans, yeah. Listen, everybody gotta have a hustle, but
can't knock the hustle, baby.
So P. Dot, why would you allow such things to take place? You couldn't have bum rushed the NBA office when this meeting was going on and get them to not do this?
Listen, at least the packaging is kind of dope.
That's
all the sneaker has going for it.
But we don't wear the box, though.
Well,
so
but that was
presentation.
That's half the battle.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I want my sneaker to talk for me. I don't want some satin box to talk for me.
That was spoken like a true social studies graduate.
But you know what I look at? When I saw this sneaker, I'm not even in the front. All I could envision, all I could be remembered of are the Stephon Marbury Starbury sneakers that were sold at Stephen Barry's that were $14.98. And they eventually Stephen Barry's went out of business, and the Starburys end up at all sorts of stores all over. I have at least probably 5 or 6 pair that I picked up for $8 a pair.
Oh wow.
You know, at an off-price retailer.
That's not gonna happen to this.
It's not gonna happen, but this sneaker resembles the Starbury.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
It does give essence of the Starbury, yes.
You know, I mean, okay, let's give me 1 second. I'm gonna go and grab this particular pair,
Okay.
and I'm gonna hold up. I want to show it to y'all so y'all can compare. Okay, I'll be right back. Watch.
So, I mean, let's get a look at this here. Let's revisit this effort by Adam Silver and the NBA. And look at they even trying to put the little limited tag on there, the number tag on the inside of the top.
Trying to be cute.
Big old ugly ass logo.
For real.
Oh man.
Hot mess.
Mr. Silver needs some partnerships. You better call Under Armour or somebody, because you need some partnerships, because Adidas ain't doing it for you.
Adidas didn't make these.
I understand that, but at the same time, the aesthetic of the NBA is whack right now.
I agree.
I'm putting that on Adidas, and I'm putting that on the NBA.
I totally agree with that.
Why didn't they just do that to begin with?
Why didn't they just holler at Adidas to do this?
Right.
I mean,
they want their own money. They don't want to share no more.
Well, that's exactly what this effort looks like. It looks like we're going to make 1,946 pairs, and we're going to keep the $119 per pair. Which
what kind of business sense does this make, Pape? This doesn't make any kind of business sense. You're not in the business of apparel unless you're doing some licensing business with these other brands. Other than that, you sell tickets and you get people to the arena and you make them have a good time. Why would you go this route? This is not a revenue driver for the NBA.
And will never be.
Not even close. No.
It will never be.
They do.
Okay. All right.
They do.
The tag.
Oh my God.
Yes, damn. I paid $8, and this was at Building 19. Couple stores. I paid. Let's see if I can get that in there so y'all can see $8.88. Okay.
Did it come with a small bottle of Vaseline that you can eat on
YouTube? These are brand new Starburys. These are called the. Let me make sure I get the name right, because.
Is that the 1 or the 2?
No, this is the Starbury 2. So, don't you think? I mean, look at that.
Almost exact.
Oh yeah, damn.
How scary is that? So
it might be the Starbury designer. You never know.
It very well may be.
Very possible, but I would wear that Starbury before I wore that NBA shoe.
You know, it's got a great herringbone pattern. You know, we've been talking about herringbone and different treads and stuff like that for a while. This is not bad.
I would wear that shoe before I wore the NBA shoe. And the NBA shoe, they don't even show you the bottom.
Well, hey. So, are we saying that maybe the NBA commissioned the same designers who designed this sneaker for Stephon Marbury, who, come to find out, these folks were from Nike? The people that designed...
I'm going to do a little bit of research on this one.
Okay.
But I have a very strong hunch that I know who was behind this.
Okay.
And I'll say this much: it may be the same people who actually tapped a Brooklyn rapper to get behind their shoes recently.
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
But I'm going to do a little bit of homework first. I'm going to do a little bit of homework first and ask around and check.
What Brooklyn rapper's got on a brand again?
It's not a big brand. And I just want to wait and...
Oh, wait a minute. Look, we're keeping a theme going. Look at... Oh, wait a minute. That looks like the... Are you serious? Are they biting from Pepsi too now? Wait a minute. For real? Okay. I don't know. I think you're onto something there, Professor Paper.
I think I am too, but I want to dot my I's and cross my T's before we come back with a follow-up report on this.
Okay.
Simply because if you think about it, these shoes look a little bit like those shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
That said rapper is endorsing.
Correct. Stepping out of cars in commercials and shit.
Jesse, we'll share that with you later.
He's like, who are you talking about?
He's like, come on.
I don't even pay attention. I'm like,
Jesse,
what are you talking about?
all you gotta just think of is hi hater. That's all I gotta say.
Oh,
Yeah.
ain't nobody paying attention to him. Didn't he just get out?
Are you a hater? Are you hating right now?
I'm not hating. I'm just I'm talking the facts. You know what I mean?
No, it's not who you think.
No.
But we'll circle back on it. But I think the question remains though.
Okay, Nike manager, we'll circle back.
That's it. That's absolutely correct. You know, that's
right?
That's the PC way of saying.
That's some corporate shit right there.
We're gonna find the shit out and we're gonna let you know.
We'll find the shit out and let you know when
we're gonna let you know when
we'll circle back when there's less people listening.
Exactly.
Now, it's got to be more people listening if this is correct.
Yeah.
But what is the NBA's goal with this?
I don't. You know what? Supposedly they're also thinking about changing the NBA logo. So Jerry West may be getting the boot, literally.
I've been hearing that for years. They may need to finally entertain that.
Adam Silver has got to do something because his reign has not started off well with this Sterling shit. So
no, not at all.
He's got something. He's got to do something.
But to his credit, I mean, he's still, luckily for him, and this won't, the people won't say this, even though he is commissioner, he does still have David Stern, you know, in his corner and has been actually praising how quickly Silver's move on the Sterling incident and what they've done subsequent, or what's to come, because there's still the vote just happened actually yesterday, and he's saying he's bipolar, he's got prostate cancer and a bunch of other stuff, so you know.
Sterling has done a good job in the short amount of months he's been there. He's got all the backing, all the tools to be successful, don't get me wrong, and I think he's taken a great approach by trying to establish admirable relationships with the young players or the leaders of the league right now, and I think that's good. I think he's got a long way to go, though.
I want to assume that this deal right here that's up on my screen, I want to assume that this was one of the last things remaining from the Stern.
Yeah, that could be true.
Because this couldn't have happened within 3 months. Silver took over when? All-Star Weekend?
Yeah.
No, as officially, he took over as officially February 1st, 2014.
February 1st, yeah, so right before All-Star Weekend. There's no way this gets done that quick. This is already in the works. This we can attribute this one to David
Stern. This is a Stern move.
And David Stern, you did not do sneaker culture any favors with this one.
No, not at all.
On the way out the door. Sorry. If this was your way of saying, hey, I know sneakers, look what I did to Michael Jordan. Nope.
Look at what Michael Jordan did to me.
So, yeah, this is just all bad. And if I ever see anyone sporting a pair of these and they're not playing ball in them, I will pull them over for questioning.
Oh, man.
I'll have to.
They don't even get pulled over. They just get smacked on the spot.
Nah, I gotta pull them over and pull out a ticket book and act like I'm about to write them a citation.
I'll pay bail for you, dog.
Oh man, see.
So yeah.
We got you. We took up the OSD fund.
All bad. If you caught rocking these with respect, I'm sorry. It's not going down. It's just all bad. And David Stern left Adam Silver holding the bag with this shit. That's what's so funny.
He's like, take that. He pulled a puffy on him.
Let's see you promote this.
Not to get off the subject, but do you see this bullshit they're doing to the air raid?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
A lot of it. I see it a lot. I see a lot of it. We got an event reminder. June 22nd. Quicken Loans Arena, Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland's Got Soul is going down. Make sure you get yourself booked and ready to roll. Sunday, June 22nd, 12 to 5 p.m. Cleveland's Got Soul 4, presented by Villa at the Quicken Loans Arena. Always a good time when we go to Cleveland. We kind of act a fool around there. So head on over to clevelandsgotsoul.org for more details on how to get travel arrangements, and details on the event, getting vendor tables and whatnot, which I believe vendor tables are all but just about gone, but you can give it a shot. So once again, Sunday, June 22nd, Cleveland's got sold 4 at the Quicken Loans Arena. It's going down. We also have some news on the World Sneaker Championships that I'll be posting in a minute once I can get the right info up on my screen. But shout out to Dwayne Edwards, Mesho 1, Penso Footwear Design Academy. We got new dates and new details for the World Sneaker Championship, so we're going to put that up in a little bit too. So now let's have some fun.
Sorry, hold on. Shout out to Dwayne Edwards for just continuing to be an amazing inspiration. Fast Company, lots of articles about Bruce Lee. I don't know if anybody saw that. You're like, yo, when you get a chance to meet the man, shake his hand, and say, yo, can I sit down and just listen to what you have to say? Because word is bond. I wouldn't be sitting here today if it wasn't for just listening to what the man had to say. And I'm done.
He said, and I'm done. Where are we at here? Just here we go. I'm gonna hold up the Fast Company.
Yep.
There it is, right there.
This is actually where me and D met for the first time 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was. I was thinking about that.
During the infancy.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely. Good old PDX, downtown, Portland, Oregon.
Come through, come through! Come see your boy! Need some chocolate faces on this mug.
So yeah,
I ain't talking about hipsters. I need some East Coast chocolate, goddammit.
So yeah, we're gonna put the details of the World Sneaker Championships up later. But D.
Yes, sir.
New Balance is at it again, man. They're not playing right now.
New Balance is they're trying some new stuff, and they're rolling out like all the stops.
They don't want to play with you or Karl Lagerfeld. They don't want to play.
Part of me wants to be like, watch yourself for now, because you're not big enough to be suing people over some bullshit.
I know.
So here we go. According to TMZ, since when did TMZ keep track?
I know of sneakers, right?
You got TMZ, according to them, New Balance is suing Karl Lagerfeld over a sneaker design that sees strong resemblance to that of one of their popular retro runners. While lines and silos are often copied and reinterpreted among peers in the sneaker industry, high-end designers and discounters alike, the use of the bold letter K on the upper appears to be a glaring similarity that is cause for this suit.
Yeah, okay.
Details are disclosed at the moment, but we need to watch this one. Shout out to Nice Kicks for posting this. What's going on here? Like, can someone tell me what the hell New Balance was thinking when they wanted to go after this one?
I mean, I think New Balance is kind of crazy. It's like, yo, stay in your lane and get your money right now. At the same time, it's kind of like a pat on the back, and they should be like, word, because it's kind of like all of a sudden you got people like Karl Lagerfeld feeling like they got to follow New Balance's drive, when Karl Lagerfeld was the one that was high in fashion that was supposed to drive other people. So it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? You might want to roll with this one. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not mad at the whole thing, to be honest, because Karl always throws cease and desist at people.
So
I'm not really mad at it. Because designers are so quick to throw cease and desist at people for certain shit, but half of their stuff is copied. So I'm not mad at New Balance for it.
Well, I'm going to pull up while you guys comment on this. Size 15 King, what's up, sir? Brandon down in Tennessee, what's up, Playboy? We see you too. Hey, Joe, what you think about this? Weigh in real quick.
I mean, any publicity is good publicity in my book. I mean, I don't know, the shoe's horrible. That
and
K looks like
like 7 574s or whichever shoe they ripped off.
Yeah, I mean, I could see what they're saying with the K and the N. Other than that, I don't see any resemblance at all.
Yeah, I think this is a stretch. I think they're just doing it I don't get it. I really don't as well. I have no. If I look at this sneaker, I do not see a New Balance 574.
It sort of reminds me of like the old school kangaroo joints.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Jesse?
That K is directly shot at New Balance with the suede on the back toe back there and the leather panel and then the way the paneling is on the toe. It's a shot at New Balance, but really, who cares? You know, I mean, it's not enough of a shot for them to be like, we need to sue them. I mean, it's sad, but it's a shot for sure. But for me, I might be stretching it here, but like, I feel like it's a little disrespectful because I feel like you have people like Karl Lagerfeld and some of these high fashion people that are like, why are all these people wearing sneakers all of a sudden? It was never cool to wear sneakers. Well, screw that. I'm going to make my own sneaker just to be like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's a vindictive place that it came from, and that's why I don't like it.
Well, I'm putting up on screen now. We reported on this one back in 2009. Yes, youngsters, we've been on air that long. New Balance actually sued Louis Vuitton over the same thing when Louis Vuitton came out with their own version of the 574. So they've been going after the high-end designers for knocking their style for a while.
You know why the high-end designers are mad? Because they can't get their shit into J. Crew. I'm for real. Y'all laugh at me. J. Crew is holding it down right now, and they're mad because their employees at their high fashion places are wearing fucking J. Crew. That's why they're mad.
Well, they had to go that route too, though. You know, because people realized these companies were spending these employees were spending so much money on clothing, you know, buying clothes to go to work when they had, you know, now everyone's going to the business casual look. So guess what? You're right. J. Crew stays winning. Old Navy winning. Off-price retailers winning. Target, you know.
Yeah, it's Target.
Watch out for that JCPenney stock.
JCPenney.
Yeah, that's right. JCPenney is actually revamping their whole strategy.
Target, JCPenney, Uniqlo, and H&M are killing it.
Yep.
All of them. Killing it.
And you have to remember, you got to keep it on the big scale. It's not the everyday people you see in your circle, but there's some people there are people that aspire to JCPenney. Don't forget that. There's a lot of money out there right now, man. A lot of money. Food stamps is money. Right, size 15, King?
Looking at the retail landscape, it's totally changed. Like Sean was saying, that H&M and Uniqlo are coming up. It's just a matter of if people are able to get to those boxes. Initially, Uniqlo only had like 2 or 3 U.S. locations, and now they're spreading. H&M is spreading like wildfire. But I mean, in relation to this article, the people who ultimately buy Karl Lagerfeld aren't necessarily buying New Balance.
Right.
I mean, they're not going to a Foot Locker or a J. Crew and buying New Balance, even though they may want a sneaker. That's not necessarily where they're going to buy their sneakers.
Well, what I was getting at with that is you have people like Karl Lagerfeld or high fashion that are in a demographic to say your mid-40s, late 40s and upper. Everybody wants to always try to say young. Right now, that middle ground demographic fashion is J. Crew, because you can go to J. Crew and get something preppy, but you can also walk out and have some smooth-ass New Balances, and it's business casual. They hired a high-fashion woman to run their line. They're putting out pop-up shops out of other names called Madewell. So they're doing a lot of things that have a lot of energy, and they're trying to get a hold of that. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, this is my way of saying I'm still hip for some people. You know,
yeah, but even
you got to make a sneaker for me.
Even in that regard, the people who are going to shop at J. Crew or even at the pop-up shops or any of these other spots, those people are aspirational, trying to go after a Karl Lagerfeld or a Louis Vuitton. They can't get their weight up enough to go into Louis Vuitton and actually buy whatever Louis Vuitton has. So it's almost aspirational. And I can see where a company like New Balance may find fault with these designer labels kind of taking some of their silhouettes, even if you want to call it that. I mean, it's no design is original. So there's nothing new under the sun. So somebody could sue anybody for any design that they have up. So,
which some have been doing.
They should just leave it alone. I mean, it is what it is.
They got a lot of heat right now. They really should just leave it alone and keep it moving.
Yeah, they're wasting money.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's foolishness. It's all foolishness.
So next up, D. Wells.
Uh-huh.
And this one cracked me up, as I'm sure it cracked up the rest of the crew. This brother was arrested and he was arrested in a 100 grand check cashing fraud. Why, D. Wells?
Because he wanted them Jordans. He had to have. It must be the shoes. It must be the shoes.
Up on screen.
Crazy.
Story courtesy of the Shoe Game. Shout out to G-Rock and Alex and folks everywhere. Man arrested for 100K check cashing fraud to buy Air Jordan collection. So
he and you know the worst thing is, how did he get away with writing, you know, so many checks, you know, buying over 300 pairs of sneakers, you know, basically stole over $100,000 from New York, you know, banks. How? Like, how did this happen? How did this continue? You know, so he figured out a way, you know, to go and, you know, fraudulently write checks, get money, and buy sneakers. Not a car, not a house, not jewelry, not stocks.
Yep.
Leather, rubber, vinyl, and suede.
So I'm going to read a little bit of this, courtesy the article originates with the New York Post.
Crazy.
So I'm going to read a little bit of this. It says he's the Air Jordan bandit, prosecutors claim. The man accused of orchestrating a check cashing scheme that ripped off more than $100,000 from New York banks used the cash to fund a rabid sneaker obsession. Prosecutors suggested in his arraignment Thursday in Manhattan Supreme Court. This would be last Thursday. He had approximately 300 pairs of Air Jordans, Assistant District Attorney Elise Roker said, or what cops found when they searched 30-year-old Carlton Carter's home in Hackensack, New Jersey. It was described to me as a wall of shoes, Roker told the judge of Carter's Nike collection. And someone quoted here saying, maybe he has a big family. So, oh man, like $100,000 check cashing scheme to buy shoes.
He's a big fucking idiot. I mean.
So the final paragraph of this article here, it says Carter was busted with 14 others in a 27-count indictment involving a cocaine, prescription pill, and check fraud operation. He is implicated only in the check fraud scheme. He and his accomplices allegedly stole bank information from a check cashing store and used it to fraudulently withdraw cash. That'll learn you folks to go to check cashing places. Please find an alternative quickly, because people aren't just knocking those over for cash. So, you guys want to weigh in on this one?
Where's all that static coming from? Oh,
he muted himself.
We got him.
It's foolishness. It's all, like I said before, it's all aspirational dreams. I mean, this dude figured he'd be nigga rich with a whole bunch of Jordans. I mean, if you're gonna do dirt, do it big. I mean, you're gonna go out, get these numbers, and try and buy Jordans.
Exactly.
And then those are Fed charges. Because you're messing with the banks. That's Fed time. Yo, man, I can't. I mean, I'm not a career criminal. I just know a little bit about the law. And I mean, if you're gonna do it big, man. You're only implicated on the check cash and stuff, but you in a ring with dudes dealing coke and doing other stuff. I mean, there's more money in the other stuff. If you're gonna do it big. Like I said, it's just foolishness.
I refuse to weigh in on it, and I refuse to weigh in on it because it's situations like these that make life very hard for people like myself out here in Oregon, and in general, all of us, it makes it hard. And I'm not, we talk a lot about relinquishing the title of sneakerhead, and this is why. This is why. This is the kind of thing that makes me want to put my shoes in a closet. Just cover all that up, and I don't want you to know anything about that. Because it's becoming like fried chicken. Jordans and sneakers are becoming a stereotype for young black males or black males, period, in a negative way, and it was never like that.
I wouldn't say it was never like that. It's just more in the spotlight now because it's so much more mainstream. You see a lot of younger people in general, not based on any race or anything like that, just younger people in general, they're taking their money and investing in sneakers. I mean, I'm guilty of it.
They only talk about investing money in sneakers when they talk about these white boys that are doing it. And I'm being really honest right now. They talk about the white boys that are doing it. They don't talk about any of the young black kids that are doing it. They don't call them entrepreneurial. They say all they want is Jordans. So that's a society we live in.
Let me take out the term investing. Let me take out the term investing. Let me replace that with wasting money. Sure. I mean, you can frame it any way you want to. Ultimately, it's a waste.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm guilty of it, and I'm trying to reform, and little by little. So it's just ultimately you gotta kind of take a step back and see how what you're doing is affecting everybody around you. And a lot of times these dudes committing these crimes don't care. It's not about that. It's about getting them likes on Instagram. That's it. And I bet you probably got caught by posting the pictures on Instagram too.
Is that a Jordan T-shirt he's wearing?
It looked like it did. I did do a double take. I'm not gonna lie, I did.
I was just gonna say that is a Jordan brand T-shirt he's wearing in court.
Is it?
Bruh.
Wow.
And you think of the things that Jordan did on the court. You think about the fun that he brought us. You think about the game. And a lot of people claim that maybe Mike doesn't do as much for black culture or black people as he should. But at the same time, we are turning on that brother big time by doing stupid shit like this on his brand. Trust me.
Well, I can't agree with that statement, mainly because Jordan doesn't care. I mean, if he actually cared about what's going on in the community, then he would do things in response to actions like this, not by raising the prices or whatever. There could be some initiative to maybe bring the community together around his brand. All you see Mike Jordan knocking up 20-year-old Cuban chicks and smoking cigars and racing motorbikes. That's it. That's what you see Jordan do. Jordan ain't in the hood. Jordan ain't talking to these kids.
Yeah, but you're coming from a mature perspective. You're not coming from that's not what you were thinking about Michael when you was watching him play. When you was rocking J's. You know what I'm saying? So you've got a different perspective on it now that's not it's relevant, don't get me wrong, but we have to be careful about our point of views right now because our experience is different.
Of course, I totally understand that. But in order to change what's going on, there's got to be a lot more noise made. This little blip on the radar may reach Nike and may not reach Nike, but nobody is really going to do anything about it, so it's going to continue going on. And it's not directly affecting Nike's profit margin. When you're dealing with businesses like this, the only way to make some noise is to affect their profit margin. That's it.
Right, yeah, I know. I completely agree with you. We have this discussion all the time. It's, what happens when you stop buying sneakers or when we stop buying sneakers. I get it. But at the same time, as a culture, we're not helping each other with this shit. That makes sense?
but it's not going to change anytime. I'm sorry. Go ahead, SFK.
No, I was going to say the people who are supposedly in this culture don't see it as a culture.
Right.
Because they're not treating it as such. Excluding the criminals, the people who are actually in it and buying the shoes do not see it as a culture.
They sure don't.
If that was the case, then it'd be like each one teach one. When you're in an environment that's nurturing, that's supposedly a culture, you band together. I mean, you see people slitting people's throats all the time trying to get that hottest shoe just to get Instagram likes. It's not a culture anymore. It hasn't been a culture in decades.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
But is it going to change for the better or worse, SFK? Is it getting worse because of the media? It's going to repeat that. I'm sorry. Oh man. Well, I mean, a big part of it too is the spotlight is on sneakers and the culture more and more so now because of, like you said earlier, the number of incidents involving violence and stupidity. The thing that we could do though, and we talk about this, we've talked about this previously, one-on-one off air, but also together on the show, is that's where we need to do more ourselves, police ourselves. The culture needs to police itself and say, listen, we got to cut this shit out. And guess what? If we don't buy the sneakers, if sneakerheads, sneaker aficionados, whatever, people that suffer from OSD don't buy the sneakers and put value, in the people's lives, more importantly, then guess what? The companies have to pay attention to that. We have to speak with what? The one thing that we do have is power, and power is a number, and power is in the wallet.
That's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen, but it can happen. It can.
But it won't, because our wallets are directly affected by these companies. You're going to have those kids that are opening these stores, carrying these Nikes who can't pay their bills, be like, I'd love to boycott, but I still got to pay this bank.
I got to pay this bank. True, but at the same time, okay, do you rather buy, I always say this, and I was saying this to a young man today, do you rather spend $160 on one pair of sneakers that you look at, you inspect, yes, you like them, you want them, you've obsessed about them, you've been kind of jonesing for them for the past 2 to 3 months. Do you buy that pair of sneakers knowing that the product is inferior when you could get something better and get maybe 2 or 3 pairs for that same amount of money? And when I broke it down to him like that and really started having that kind of heart-to-heart, he was like, you know what? Yeah, I really want this sneaker, but I know it's not going to last. And I said just that. Yeah, it's not going to last. And guess what? You don't want to buy it and put it up and not wear it. What's the purpose of doing that? You want to wear it. That's why you buy that sneaker. So you want to look good. You want to feel good. If you walk good, you talk good, then you feel good, and that's how you carry on your life. So that's the piece where we got to really push with social studies, with OSD, and everything that we do is listen, truly, don't be afraid to be different and buy what you like and wear them. Yep. Because when you're gone, guess what's happening? Your family's selling them shits at a flea market. Just saying. So I'm cleaning out. So yeah, I'm getting paper. You're gonna appreciate these. Look at this. Here's another one. All right, remember these?
Ooh, yeah. What's
remember these? Don't worry, they're way too big for you.
Damn.
They're way too big. But remember these? Like, these are the Air Max 1 hype PRMs. Like, this stuff is so tight. I'm not even gonna lie. This toe box. Yeah, I know you're Air Max 1. I've been hitting you with Air Max 1 pictures all day. I'm sorry, but I had to. This sneaker is so tight on foot. It is severely uncomfortable. And shout out to Scotty, because Scotty was the one that hooked it up. It's this Hyperfuse. It's this Hyperfuse stuff. Some people may be able to see that. Yep. This is what's happening. This is what we're going to see more and more of in the coming, I won't even say years. In the next 3 months, we're going to see more of this. Just like the Jordan Future. What's up with that bullshit? Really? Jordan Future? Come on, son. Okay. So it makes me wonder. So I'd rather go buy a pair of PF Flyers for $50. And then if you're lucky, you can get a coupon at Zappos and pay what? Maybe $40? And that sneaker probably will outlast these bad boys. So take your, choose your weapon. Literally, choose your weapon. See, Jesse, see what happened? What you did last week too?
What did I do last week?
You showed off your weapon, and what happened? All of a sudden, Converse had a big old event up in Toronto. They flew a bunch of sneaker, writers and bloggers and folks, and don't even know shit about that sneaker, and they unveiled the Converse weapon for 2014. You know?
In the colorways.
What's up, Rizzo?
What's going on, guys? I know it's been a leave of absence, but I'm happy to be back. Just wrapped up high school.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
Graduates in the house.
You're official now, huh? Watch out. I know you got them big feet. I know them cougars down there in Florida like them big feet. No, watch out.
Jesus, Lord.
So you going to Florida?
Yeah, Florida Atlantic University in Boca. I had some options to play,
Nice.
Basketball and football in college, but I just weighed my options, and it was just the best choice for me. So I'm happy. I'm excited.
Congratulations.
I'm not playing ball there. I might try to walk on for football, but I just got to see, how everything is, how the environment is.
Gotcha.
Just got to go in with a good attitude, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just happy,
Nice.
Starting a new chapter.
Education first, homie.
Exactly.
Congrats. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Got a little bit of debauchery for you to weigh in on. So.
All right.
So after that last conversation that we've just had weighing in on the 100K check fraud, we got another one that to make light of and fun of what I just said in my corporate speak. We got a story we're gonna 5 years later circle back on. Literally circle back on this one. And pardon me 1 second while I get this thing quieted up. If we can get you to quiet.
I know, right?
All right. All right, there we go. All right. So I'll put this up on screen here. So back in 2009, hundreds of pairs of shoes went missing on a delivery from Memphis to Texas. And it turns out the shoes actually resurfaced in Kentucky on a young lady's front lawn after she purchased them from someone else who ended up with the shoes. Are we gonna be able to hear this video, D? If I play this video?
I think so. I think we should.
So I'm gonna play this video here of the report on these shoes and how they ended up where they ended up 5 years later, and hopefully you guys will be able to hear them. Here we go.
Yep, we got audio.
You can see some of the thousands of pairs of stolen Nike shoes found in Hardin County. Now police are investigating. Ended up there 5 years after they were reported missing. Today, WLKY's Annalisa Gale talks with the women who are selling them. These are just some of the boxes left behind after police confiscate some of the stolen shoes. The police department discovered the shoes scattered in front of a home. A neighbor saw the commotion when investigators first got on the scene.
Well, yesterday there was a SWAT pulled up, something with the Grand Forks Police cars, state police, and then they brought in the fire truck later on.
Dana Thompson says the Nike shoes police confiscated are shoes she and her daughter bought and sold for $5 a pair. The women say they did not know the shoes were stolen.
Apparently Nike had called, we contacted them, and the shoes were stolen, had been stolen since 2009, and there were 3 million. That's 5 yards. They confiscated all of it.
According to the search warrant obtained by WLKY, Nike security confirmed the shoes shipping label matched their products. Some still had tags on them.
I can't tell you how many shoes we had, and unbelievable, and I can't believe it. And all this out here was all touring, every kind of touring you can imagine. There was flip-flops, there's Jennifer Lopez, Kim Kardashian, you know what I mean?
shoes. Thompson says that you got the shoes from a woman in King County. Or are you wearing clothes that I'm not taking them to the flea market. I met you up there late. I'm taking them to the flea market now to the 92 hours.
How did you told me earlier?
They have not been arrested in connection to the Franklin Police Department continues to investigate here in Hardin County. Penalty for DLW after 1 year. Now, according to the search warrant, the shoes were supposed to be shipped.
All right.
Oh.
Wow.
So
So
Zeta has no teeth apparently. She didn't buy any teeth.
No. She got money, but she
didn't buy any teeth. That's for sure.
Oh my God.
But wait, how? I still don't know. Even through that whole report, how did she bought the sneakers from some woman
else
that was selling them? But she paid how much? I didn't hear that number.
$5 a pair.
$5 a pair. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was selling them. I thought she herself
was selling them for
$5 a pair.
Oh.
She didn't buy them for $5 a pair. They never said how much she got them for.
Which
They didn't buy them for nothing. They just fell off the truck in her yard.
Yeah. She was selling them for $5 a pair.
Wow.
She was selling them for $5 a pair.
He said she got them. They said in the report she got them from a woman in another
Man,
town.
we could have had a great summer, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. We could have. We had found her first. Woo! Damn.
Can you imagine if we would have found her first? Good God.
Man.
You can help her get her some fucking teeth.
Hey, Heat.
You going to jail.
Could you say it for me one time? Could you say welcome to Death Row?
Yo, it's been a long day, yo.
Say, come on over to Death Row. Tired of your CEO, your record label, dancing
on your videos.
Dancing on your videos, talking all on your records.
Listen. These are the perks. These are the perks of having a patio now. I have a patio with a light and everything, yo. This is my new haven.
There you go.
No, but seriously,
that's around the game. Black people like.
SFK, what were you saying about this incident?
I said if y'all would have got to this lady beforehand, y'all be going to jail.
You wouldn't have known. Come on.
Shit me. I'm about to say you would have known shit about this.
Bumfuck Kentucky. What you mean? You hear them people?
This joint, those joints would have been in the Caribbean. There'd have been some rude boy walking good, talking good.
I was just about to say. Nobody in Kentucky would have touched those shoes. They wouldn't even. I would have sold them everywhere but Kentucky.
For $5 a pair, shoot, we would have scooped up the whole lot. One walk.
Oh man!
Everybody and their grandmother would have had these shits on, but nobody from Kentucky would have got not one pair.
My soon-to-be 94-year-old grandmother would have been the freshest senior citizen at the center.
Well, let's think about it. The shoes were headed nowhere near Kentucky. So whoever did this had
But there is a distribution center in Kentucky.
But they were coming from Memphis going to Texas.
Well, okay, there's distribution centers in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yep.
There's some in Kentucky.
So Kadoma missing out on a whole bunch of shoes. Is that it?
Yeah, Kadoma could have got these.
Damn, Kadoma.
This is the main hub. So in this case, I mean, it's. I don't want to say it's an inside job because I don't know, but something's not right.
Something's not right. Okay.
I've had.
Well, I know people who work at the DC.
Repeat that.
Where
I know people who have worked or work there, and there have been several accounts of people getting let off in cuffs for lifting stuff. Because one of the places up there, they just went through and cleaned house because people were stealing pallets of
And where is this? What city and state?
This is in Memphis.
Oh, in Memphis. Okay.
Wait.
You better believe it.
Listen to what he just said. People are stealing pallets. Not a box.
No,
not
pallets.
Pallets, dog. That's a lot of shoes on a pallet.
Yeah.
Right about that.
I've heard of situations with the 2002 retro Concords that ended up someplace that they weren't supposed to end up, and I'm not going to incriminate nobody, but it was an inside job.
No, it was 2002. It's beyond the statute of limitation. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
What you mean? I heard about it. It's rumor.
No, I'm fucking with you.
Rumor, conjecture, and hearsay. I heard this story about 3 cases of 2002 retro Concords that ended up someplace else that they wasn't supposed to end up through UPS. Somehow, some way, it had, just ended up somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Thank God for computer science.
That's easy to happen. I used to work at FedEx, and shoot, they know what boxes when they come in from the shoe company. So it's easy to see how a few could come up missing.
Who that talking?
I mean, a few coming up missing is expected, but how can you not notice $3 million? 5 years. $3 million for 5 years? Shit.
A pallet gone.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't know the shit if I got enough money here. I don't know what you're talking about. Look, my head be like this. Where's Waldo got there? I don't know.
That could have been a container.
You know what I'm saying? No, me know England.
That's it. There have been plenty of times where I've been in dealings where people have containerfuls of Nike, just shoes. I'll get an Excel list saying this is all that I have. It's all in a container. You would need to transport it from this location to this location to get it. This is the cost. Like containerfuls of shoes. I don't know if they were fake. I never bought a containerful because I ain't got it like that. But just containerfuls of shoes. So anything's possible, man. And from 2009, anything's possible, man.
A lot of shoes. It's a lot of shoes.
It's a lot of shoes. It's a lot of shoes.
It is. Like, that is one whole town in Kentucky that everyone could have had one fresh pair of sneakers. Crazy.
God damn.
All right, so before we jump into anything else, I mentioned earlier in the show that we have new details on the World Sneaker Championship from the Penso Footwear Design Academy. Shout out again to Dwayne Edwards, folks over at Metro One, Suzette Henry, Penso, all the good folks over there out in PDX with the homie Jesse. The World Sneaker Championships will be taking place from July 21st to August 22nd, 2014. Details here says the World Sneaker Championship at Penso in Portland is a hands-on 4-week intensive masterclass created to identify and introduce aspiring designers to the art of footwear design, material design, and 3D modeling. One of the newer dimensions to what Dwayne is doing out at the Penso Footwear Design Academy. With the goal to crown the world's best sneaker designers. So it said the World Sneaker Championship will be open to 18 footwear, 6 material design, and 6 3D design students. Deadline for submission through metro1.com is going to be June 22nd, 2014. So you got less than 3 weeks to get your situation in. So shout out again to Dwayne and the good folks over at the Penso Footwear Design Academy.
So it's going to be in Portland?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It will be indeed in Portland.
That's major out there, Jesse.
Yeah, you ain't got to tell me twice.
That's big shit out there, man. That's what's up.
I don't design, I just sell it. But I'll be in the house.
Hey, that used to be my motto, brother. I don't design, but I'll sell the shit out of your design.
All right, so where are we going next? We got to talk about this sneak peek shoe here.
Sneak
peek. Talk about that.
What sneak peek shoe is that?
Sneak peek we got to talk about here. We're talking about now. I know Anita Heat is going to have to say about this one.
It's KD?
The KD7.
Oh, yeah.
Looking more and more like a soccer cleat to me, man.
You know what's funny is
those Japanese robots wear.
What's that soccer cleat about the air pocket in the back?
nothing. The soccer cleat part is the front.
Oh, wow, okay.
The soccer cleat part is the front, though.
I didn't even notice the airplane. That looks like
I feel you on the soccer cleat, but there's nothing soccer cleat about the back of it.
But it's like a foamposite back. Like, what's that line? Like,
yeah, I see that. I see a little bit of that. I like these, and this actually, the best description for these is a current. This basically is taking it back to the 2. If anybody remembers the KD2, this is a low cut version of the KD2.
Well, I think people got so upset that they took the strap off after the 4, because the 4, well, at least from the public vote, is definitely one of the best KD models. Yep. This one, I don't know. This is something I got to see in person. I could see this maybe being one of the lower models of it, like a LeBron Zoom Soldier or something like this. But this is definitely different. It looks very complex compared to usually the simple designs that KD puts out. But I'm interested to see.
I think that's what I like about it. The only problem I have with this shoe is they're bugging with the price. They are bugging. They lost their goddamn mind with this price.
Okay, what I was gonna say, what's the price proposed?
$150.
KD's main thing when he first started the line was he wanted to make it affordable for kids to get his shoes, and now it's just they're just hiking the price up because they want to.
Be careful now. $150 is a lot more affordable than $250, $275.
It is, Jesse, and I knew you were gonna say that, Jesse. But the thing is, if you look at this shoe, this doesn't even look like a $150 shoe. Think about it. This doesn't even look like a $150 shoe.
Nah, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that because KD has stayed, like we said, KD stayed to his pricing format. He's like, yo, this can't get out of line. But this is probably one of the more technological shoes that he's ever put out for him. So I'm not going to say that. $150 is not a haul. I know some of us in this room will drop $150 if it's right. So $150 is not a haul. When you get to that $250, $275,
nigga, $2 anything, y'all can count me out. I don't give a fuck what it is.
But I mean, definitely for the.
Y'all know I'm a cheapskate. I'm the cheapest on here. I'm the cheapest as they come. But $250 anything, I don't give a fuck what it is. I'm not doing it. But $150 for a low cut shoe is still it's a little pricey. I would felt better if they would have did maybe $135. I thought even with that little $15, I thought the 35 would have been, in homage of his number and all that shit, but it just sounds better. 135 to 150 sounds better. You see what I'm saying? I mean, just psychologically.
You can't sell specialty running shoes at 135 and sell a KD at 135. Can't do it. KD won't sell. Can't do it.
We're not talking about specialty running though. We're talking about a basketball, yo. A low-cut basketball shoe.
Right, you got to sell it for 150. You can't sell
Come on, man. A low-cut basketball shoe for 150 is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Not when it's the top category in the brand and it's your money driver.
Even if they would have said 140, I could have almost swallowed that. It's just something about that 150 threshold for a low-cut basketball shoe. I got a problem with that. Now I'm not paying 150. Don't get it twisted. I'm getting discounts all day. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, like I said, I gotta comment on the 150 for a low-cut basketball shoe. I'm sorry.
And for a basketball shoe, for a performance shoe, and the price and maybe the technology that's in it, it may be good. It could be the best basketball shoe that any of us have ever worn. But I mean, I guess coming from a sneakerhead or a streetwear, someone that wear these on the street, maybe it's not as appealing to something that could get like a colorful Roche or something. So it's really going to see who ends up buying it. The basketball players, the people that wear this for every day, or the sneakerheads that they put out like a hot colorway. So, at least they're putting new technology that's not, like you said, $200, something like that, outrageous. A lot of new design went into it. So I'm curious to see how it is.
I think the key to this shoe is to build off the momentum from the 4, the 5, and especially the 6. Mm-hmm. Once again, I can't speak about any other place in America, but Atlanta and the Southeast in general, these kids love the KD6. They are blowing out. They are blowing out LeBron, Kobe, anybody. It's selling like a retro Jordan down here. That's all I can say. So to piggyback off of momentum that they have, I think the key is they kept it. They're going to probably the GS version is going to probably end up being around 100 to 110, and I think that they're still going to win with that. So I think that's the key.
It's the same thing here in Nashville. Actually, so many young cats wearing the KD6 way more.
Oh man, KD6 is it's crazy down here. I mean, like I said, I can't speak about nowhere else during the year and over the country, but down here in the Southeast, it's destroying anything other than retros.
The KD6 is affordable, and people, your mama likes KD. So you're getting KDs all day long.
And they put out colorways that they're able to keep in stock. You know, it's not like they're putting out limited stuff each time.
Well,
you're not going to be able to.
But you know what, Harrison, that they're not able to keep it in stock down here. And even with all the colorways, even the crazy colorways that don't sell initially, they sell out within 2 weeks.
And like
after they release, just simply because people are loving the KD, and you hit on something, Jesse. Of course, it's the price, but I think it's also just the whole thing with KD. Like you said, it's a package. It's the whole package. Mama likes KD. She knows who KD is. She, you know what I'm saying, so she can get down with that. Plus, when you go, mommy, let me get the KD. Okay, well, how much the KD? Oh, the KD is only 95. Okay, well, shit, I can work with 95. But when you say, mommy, let me get the LeBron. The LeBron, how much? Oh, hell no. I don't give a damn what LeBron.
Yeah, when I go to the basketball tournaments, every single kid from, you know, all the way from first grade to the juniors, they're all wearing KD6s or LeBron 7 Soldiers. I think those two these for basketball because they can go straight from the court and then they can wear that on the street.
Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that about 5 months ago to y'all?
You did.
Shoes that I see the most.
You did.
Age 8 all the way up to age 13. On all
you know what though? The unsung hero of this basketball season is the soldier, LeBron Soldier. I see more people wearing that to actually hoop in than any other shoe.
And they put out great colorways.
LeBron's wearing it.
I'm about to say even LeBron, and that's the thing about it. When I talk to people and they like, what do you think about you're OG, all this shit. What do you think about the 11? I'm like, well, I have a problem with the 11 because he don't even wear the fucking 11. Then they asked me about the Soldier. I'm like, yo, my son has 3 pairs of the Soldiers. He loves them. His friends love them, and LeBron loves them. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can't. I mean, for me, if you ask me what shoe is the LeBron 11, it's the Soldier. It ain't the actual 11. It's the LeBron Soldier. That's the real, as they say, the real MVP. The real LeBron 11 is the Soldier.
Well, we could be seeing a little bit of a shift here, too. We could be seeing a little bit of a shift where the culture is going back to its essence, where what's driving the culture is on-court performance and not necessarily these hype colors that only LeBron will wear when he's walking out of the locker room, but he gets to the court and he puts on a Soldier. Like, that's not going to fly. That's not going to fly with people. You know what I mean?
I certainly hope so.
Great point. That's a great point, Jesse. I mean, have y'all seen the prices for this 2K, the NBA 2K joints?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. How much are they?
Dudes are actually asking for $2,000 for these shit.
$1,500 to $2,000 is the asking price right now.
I couldn't believe. I had somebody hit me up on text like, "Yo, you know somebody who wants this 14?
Oh yeah,
I got a 14 and the 2K11. They, I'll give them a good deal if they know you. I'll give them a good deal at $1,700.
So far,
I'm like $1,700.
I've gotten asked by 6 different people if I wanted a size 15 LeBron 2K14 for the lowest I've had was 700 and the most I've had was 1,600. All from people that don't even wear that size.
Wow.
And it's like I said, people with this shoe, they had no idea what it was going to be. I think they were let down a little bit, especially there's no 2K branding on it, no special box. It's just got that cheetah print, whatever, the fur print, and people.
No, stop right there. Stop right there. Ugly ass cheetah print. There you go. Go ahead.
And
ugly ass cheetah print. Go ahead.
And people were upset because they waited 6 or 7, however many months. They had to make sure they had funds ready for it because Nike could pull it at any time. And I think they got let down. So now people are stuck with a shoe that they're trying to sell for more and more because no one's going to buy it.
Now, Harrison, what was the regular price on that shoe?
Regular was $220 plus tax, and depending if you have free shipping. So it was like
they got robbed.
They got robbed. Listen to this. There was
they paid $220 for leopard.
When the first person found out that, hey, you can get a shoe if you do so-and-so accomplishments, and it was like, oh, it's only limited to 2014 pairs, people were paying $500 to $600 for a code. I know somebody that spent $50,000 strictly on shoes and codes, and guess what? He's trying to sell them for as cheap as he can with making his money back, and he is regretting it terribly. So,
you know what? Whoever that person is, I need you to introduce me because I got some
I'll let you know.
Some land out here. Some land out here that I want to sell him.
He's in our group. He's in the.
That is not technically my land, but I'm gonna still sell it to him. You know what I mean? Like I need to know who that is.
Stupid.
100.
Is that the signal D? Is that the signal D?
Hey, get your money. Get your money.
Word up.
You know what the Dolomite said? No, you stop.
He's in the mood tonight, y'all.
Man.
I'm blowing smoke on that shit.
You know, it's just amazing to think that a sneaker, people will say, I'll give you a good deal. $1,700. Like,
The 1,700 better come on a 10-day contract.
That's the thing. This happened.
But my thing was they did that shit with a straight face though. They was like, "Yo, I'm gonna give you a good deal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 17." And I'm like, you know, my cheap ass is looking like, "What, nigga? Please, like I could buy 2 cars with 1,700."
With that being said, to put things back in perspective, I guess $150 for a KD7 ain't bad, huh?
Ain't bad after all.
You see how perspective
It's still a low cut shoe. Hey, easy. It's still a low cut basketball shoe. Shut up, Jesse. It's still a low cut basketball shoe.
But you have to admit,
I hate you, Jesse.
For 2K, it was smart because so many people went out and bought a Xbox or a PS4, the new Xbox One or PS4 in the game, strictly for that. So people had so much money invested in invested in the shoe. That's why it's so much. But
and hold up, and they got it. They got leopard print for all of that. That's what kills me. They got leopard. You damn idiots. Leopard print.
The KD7 is scheduled to drop Saturday, June 28th for $150, according to Slam Magazine, and this is a paralytic shoe in the USA colorway.
I like it.
I think people, like you guys said already, the strap was something that people definitely missed from the KD, and that newfangled strap situation people really weren't feeling. Also, I think you see here, you know, like you guys said, the foam posit making its way on there, the foam posit light material, and then this new trendy thing of visible zoom air.
Yeah, that.
So I think the shoe will do well. I personally like it. I don't like this colorway, but I think in another colorway, maybe an away OKC.
Away, okay.
Like this.
You know what that heel looks like? Remember the Viz Air? What shoe was that in? Back in the day. Remember they had the Viz Air? It was like a Zoom. I think it was
the
a
Zoom up tempo.
Yeah. I used to love that shoe, and that's what that heel reminds me of.
I see a little bit of the
y'all
signature
y'all
player in the back.
Y'all saying Quab to go reach.
I just don't like that.
Quab did his infamous, I'll be back. He did his, I'll be back. There you go.
Of course.
I'll be back.
Yes, sir. There it is.
Oh man, I used to love that shoe. Yo, I did some work in that shoe.
Wait, it gets worse. These are player samples, baby.
Who is it? What's that? Dirk?
No, it's not Dirk. I thought it was Dirk initially, but I never found out who it was.
It's Tyrone Jenkins.
44. Who's 44?
That was
only 144 that's relevant, and that's Dirk.
No, that's Tyrone Jenkins.
Dirk
Tell Tyrone, I said, get the hell out of here.
Tyrone Jenkins. That was how old he was when he was arrested for
Oh wow! Wow.
The only dude
That
think
shoe
that wore 44.
That is a very underrated shoe, though. That shoe is a dope shoe. It's a shoe that you can actually do work in on that shoe.
Yes,
on the
sir.
court. Like I'm talking about, you can really go to work on that shoe.
I played in mine to the Zoom Air bottomed out.
Yo, I tried to destroy cats in that shoe.
What you SFK? What'd you say?
These shoes run crazy small because I think this is a 16 or 16 and a half that I.
No,
this is
I needed a 15 and a half, 16 in that shoe.
16 and a half. That's Dirk's player's size. So that's his. This
is
I think that's a Dirk. I think that's a Dirk shoe, dog.
It's not. Trust me, it's not. I've had this shoe for maybe 10 plus years. It's not Dirk's shoe.
Nobody else wore that number though. I can't think of nobody in 44.
Well, I'm thinking Derek Coleman back in his day when he played.
Was he still? Was he still playing?
I don't know, but
he didn't he retire early 2000?
I don't know. I've had these shoes for a while.
Derek Coleman. After he left New Jersey, where'd he go? He went to Philly, the Hornets.
Yeah.
Then he went back to Philly, and then he went back to Detroit.
He played for the Pistons. And he
ended
Jersey, Philly, Charlotte, Philly, Detroit.
What year did those sneakers come out?
98.
I don't know because
98.
This one
we
has
have our virtual GM show IDs on the case.
This one's from 98.
98.
He was with the Philadelphia 76ers.
98 would have been either Philly or Charlotte.
He was with the 76ers.
76ers?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Oh, okay. Keith Van Horn. What about Keith Van Horn? Maybe they is.
Keith Van Horn.
Oh, Keith Van Horn. That's right. He did wear 44. Good job, Joe.
Our virtual GM show IDs is on the case.
Good job, Joe.
Thank you. We're not sure if it's yet, but
He's got faster fingers. All right.
He was terrible at the end of his career, but he was actually relevant during the middle of his career.
Yeah, well, his knees were shot.
Yeah.
His knees went pretty bad.
I think I've worn these maybe once or twice. They might have to go in the garbage. It looks like the paint is starting to chip, and I've just been throwing shoes away as of late. I can't deal with the dry rotting, so I just throw them away.
You're actually throwing them in the trash? You can't even give them to Goodwill or nothing?
What am I going to give a shoe that's split in half to Goodwill for?
Hey, if somebody don't have nothing, they take whatever they can get.
I'm about to say, that, a.k.a. me. Don't throw that away. Send that to me.
I told you pay for shipping. You can have whatever you want. I got a kitchen full of shoes that I got to get rid of.
Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time.
Pay for shipping and they're yours. That's it. That's all I
have. I have to talk about that. See, that shoe right there, it's certain shoes that I play ball in that help me, you know, get a scholarship and all. Like, yo, I would put that shoe up. I would put that shoe up just for sentimental
value.
value.
Can I interrupt one quick second? The only other person I can think of, what color is those sneakers, Quab?
It's black, white, and royal.
The only other person that would be Rick Fox. When he played with the Celtics.
No.
He had a weird color.
No.
He had a weird color pair of sneakers for a while there.
It wasn't royal blue.
Rick Fox was playing with the Celtics in '97 though.
The Celtics would have never let him play in no royal blue shoes though.
I don't think he'd be wearing a size 16 either. You never know that.
Rick Fox was a 15.5, 16.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was a big dude now. He had a big size.
Yeah, he was a 15.5, 16.
I'm telling y'all, it's Tyrone Jenkins from the tournament he played in the Bronx. The 44 represents the age he was when he was arrested for check fraud.
Well, goddamn it, tell Tyrone to call in. Shit.
Man.
He's still doing it big.
The Anita Heat player sample.
I'm telling you.
Let me ask you something. How you mess up with Vanessa Williams?
Well, you know, she did do that thing well before. You know, she did that article and that shoot well before the pictures. She lost her crown.
Man.
Remember, she lost her crown. You know
whatever, man. That should be more reason to keep her, dog.
No.
Listen, Jesse, you can mess up with anybody. Hey, any of these chicks you can fuck up with. So. You know the fine chicks are crazy anyway. So. God. They be the craziest ones.
I'm sorry, that's all I think about when I look at Rick Fox.
Rick Fox? Well, Rick Fox was running through Boston, and let's leave it at that.
Yeah, no doubt. Yep.
Yeah, Rick Fox was running through the America. Are you kidding me?
Hey, Heat.
Yo.
Could you say welcome to Death Row just one time?
right, I'll do it one time and one time only. Hold up. Welcome to Death Row. Believe it or not, I get tired of doing that shit, man. Everybody in cigar spots like, yo, if anybody ever told you looks like Lil Sugar, yeah, nigga, Lil Sugar, brother. I got homeboys that call me Sugar. They don't even know my name.
Wow, can I see those sneakers one more time?
Mr. Show ID. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Let me see.
Our virtual GM show IDs.
He's doing his reconnaissance right now. Look at him.
All right, cool, no problem. All right, now I'm just thinking about something, but never mind.
Hey, Quab, what's the style number in that shoe?
It's actually, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's not a regular tag because this is before.
I don't need to see the tag. Just read it to me, and I'll put it in
No,
Google.
because it's weird. The tag doesn't have a style number.
Okay.
Wow.
It has the player sample code because before, when you had player samples, they went by the player code. So there's no actual real style number. It's just the player code and then the.
Read me the code. Let me see if anything comes up.
It says EM269-M50-C1-98081.
EM2. That's all I got.
Sean Bradley sneakers.
Sean Bradley.
Sean Bradley. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, there's no real style number. It's a very.
Hold up, Sean Bradley did wear 44, didn't he?
Yeah.
No, but his split wasn't that small though. He wore like a 18, 19, right?
21,
19.
20.
All right, what's the next sneaker in the show?
You ready to move on, Jesse? You ready to move on?
We have no more, but again, the KD7, which is sneak peeked here by Slam Magazine, courtesy of them, according to their news, will be dropping Saturday, June 28th with a retail price of $150. Once again, I'll scroll through some of the images for those who didn't see them as I scroll through them.
I think these gonna sell out.
Now that strap is definitely a Barkley strap.
Oh, clearly.
Clearly a Barkley strap? No.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a Barkley
strap.
A Barkley strap from what? What are you talking about?
With the 5 dots. It's a Barkley.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So these are some of the images. I like the treading on the bottom. Has a little Pippin.
It honestly looks like the Pippin 4.
Little Pippin influence. This is the
man. It looks like a soccer. It looks like a soccer sneaker. Wow, I'm still stuck on the soccer. I'm sorry.
I feel you on the soccer in the front. I feel you on that D, but that back doesn't look nothing like a soccer.
Yeah, but they're using that. What's that new air pocket they're using now?
Oh yeah.
With the lines, it's like the cage. It looks like suspension.
Yeah. What is the name of that?
Someone mentioned it a couple shows ago.
That's still Zoom Air. It's like a double.
What are you talking about? There's no new air pockets.
No.
Yeah.
So it's a different version of Zoom Air. Is that it?
It's like a double stack Zoom Air. People mistake it for Air Max.
Okay.
It's just Zoom.
That's Zoom Air.
Yeah.
Well, hold on, whoa. So it's a double, like, the last time I remember them double stacking was like, what was that, the Jordan 19?
The Jordan Elite. The Jordan Elite was one of the first shoes that had the double stack Zoom Air.
No, I know that was one of the first ones. I'm talking about the last time they did it.
Last time they did it was the LeBron 10.
That was a double stack?
That wasn't Air Max on the LeBron 10. That's Zoom Air on the LeBron 10.
Yep.
You can't do anything with the Max.
But it's a double stack though.
A regular Zoom Air piece is like 1/4 of an inch thick. Regular Zoom Air is like what you find in SBs. So this looks like a double stack. Don't quote me on it being double stack, but
I'm about to say I didn't know that was double stack. I didn't know that at all. Maybe that's why they're so fucking comfortable.
Just by the volume of that air pocket, it looks like a double stack Zoom Air. I don't know if they call it double stack, but I'm calling it.
They put Zoom on the back, so it's definitely going to be thin and responsive.
Yeah, it's Zoom Air, but I think it's a double stack Zoom Air. It's not an Air Max.
They've kind of come around and said you can't
LeBron has pretty much said, you've noticed, you can't put a full Air Max pocket on a basketball shoe anymore.
Right.
You can't put it on a basketball shoe, and you can't put it on a training shoe. So this is their opportunity to bring back Zoom in all ways. And they're putting Zoom in your EVA midsoles. So this summer, all the running shoes have Zoom in them. Zoom's coming back with the Force.
But Zoom is such a win, though, man. It's the most comfortable to me. I mean, it's more comfortable than anything else they have.
I think it's good if you're playing sports. If you're not playing sports, it can be tricky because if you got flat feet, you won't have enough support, and you get a little more support from air than you do from Zoom.
But if you ain't playing sports, your ass only walking around. You ain't doing no real shit, so it don't matter. Let's be real. I mean,
the other thing,
it's a fucking movie shoe. If you ain't playing no sports, let's be real. It's a goddamn movie shoe. I mean,
I think
walk around the mall, little nigga. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying.
I think Nike's also beginning to do what everybody else has done so many years with making that aesthetic play on the window. Because so many companies now put a window in the side of their damn shoes, knowing there's no air in there. Because of that visual aesthetic, they're starting to play around with making the Zoom more visible. Because if you remember, as Jesse says, Zoom performs a whole lot better. As everyone says, Zoom performs a whole lot better than air in certain scenarios. And even somebody who we mentioned before, Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen's on-court shoes were always Zoom, but the retail versions were air. Because back then, everybody was going crazy over seeing the air in their shoes.
Yeah.
So it was really more of an aesthetic play.
Speaking about Scottie Pippen, I have a rare Pippen 2 Air Max PE from him, but I also have the Pippen 5 Zoom Air PE. So it's crazy. I mean, Zoom Air initially was more of like a guard shoe.
Yep.
Cutting and flashing.
Now
with this double stack, it adds a bit of cushioning as well. Because I mean, if you're a player like KD, you're taking those jump shots. You need something to absorb that shot. So that's why you'll see the bigger Zoom Air pocket on these shoes. But like in speaking about LeBron, I mean LeBron 10. He always switches up his shoes towards postseason, but he didn't switch up from the LeBron 10. So that shoe actually worked for him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Other shoes that have Zoom Air, a lot of players didn't necessarily care for the bigger pockets. The smaller pocket was always definitely a better. At least
he's not wearing the 11 right now because of the Armour Posit.
Yep. That shit sucks.
That shit is terrible. Did I say that out loud?
You did.
But the funny thing is, that looks like that's what they put around the ankle of this KD shoe.
Probably. They got to find something else to do with it because they got a whole bunch of it sitting around.
Yeah, but at least it's in the back though. So.
Yeah. I think in KD's case he needs that on his shoes because they are low cut basketball shoe, and you always see him slashing and cutting. So he's going to need that support so he doesn't roll his ankle. So you're going to see, rather than an external heel counter or something like that, you're probably going to see that posit material, Posite material. I'm not even going to call it Armour Posit or whatever. You're going to see that he doesn't roll his ankle.
I was just talking to a marketing guy maybe like 3-4 months ago, and we were talking about where did the mid go. And I look at this shoe and I don't see a low, I see a mid. The low would have come down a little bit lower on the ankle. This isn't as low as a KD that's out right now. It's got 1 or 2 more eyelets that make it, in my mind, a mid. And so when I say mid, I'm thinking the Jordan 4, the height of the Jordan 4 is the ideal height if you're like a 2 guard or a 1 guard.
It's a low ass mid. That's what it is. You're right.
Well, what would you call a LeBron 11 then? That's a mid cut shoe. That's not a high shoe.
No, you're right. That's a mid. It is. It's high in the front and the tongue, but it's not. If you look how low the back is, it's a mid too. The new Kobe lows, those are mids. So there's that ankle height that we weren't getting for a while that's starting to come back a little bit.
Yeah,
Now, out of curiosity, Quab, do you own a pair of 11s, LeBron 11s?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
I don't care for them. I've tried them on. I don't care for them. The last LeBron that I actually, I'll be just plain. The only LeBron I really like so far as playing in is the LeBron 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you played in the 10?
No, I haven't. I don't own any 10.
Man, the 10 out of all the LeBrons, and I hate, everybody knows on this show, I hated the LeBron 10 initially, but after putting it on and actually playing in it, that shoe is the best LeBron shoe to play in, and I think he's actually said that.
Well, I'm not.
That shoe is.
I'm not a fast player, LeBron, so I need a little bit more support. I'm kind of stationary. I can't move quick like he does, so I don't. With that shoe, it just felt too lightweight and didn't give me the support that I needed. Where on the LeBron 2, it does have that zoom air that I'm looking for so far as cushioning, and maybe if I need to cut to the basket really quick. And it's also a heavier upper, so I can actually feel the shoe on my foot.
I can dig that. I definitely like that. That was a good baller shoe. That LeBron 10, I have fell in love with that LeBron 10 as far as actually hooping, and I'm definitely not the player I used to be with these two bum ass knees. But when I do get out there, I mean that LeBron 10 is support wise, comfort wise, it's definitely the best ride. And everybody I've talked to, as far as my comrades that actually still hoop, that are big dudes, they hate the LeBron 11. That's why I was curious on what you said, on what you had to say. What about you, Harrison?
I like the 10. Right with you. Between the 9 and the 10 for me, the 9 is a little bit tighter, but I like more of a tight fit on my foot. I hate the 11. I got the Terracotta Warriors, the second one to drop, and I had them for a couple of days, and I had to get rid of them because they were so uncomfortable. Again, a lot of the older ones I do like. Nike's just trying to put this new technology and trying to make the best shoe for whatever signature athlete it's for. And that's great, but a lot of the older stuff, especially like Quab saying the 2, I'm a big fan of the 5, playing in that, and then the 9 and the 10 is fantastic. So,
now I have a weird answer to that question. My personal favorite is the 6. My son's favorite is the 10.
Yeah.
I had to take the 10s away from my son. I had to buy him another pair of shoes, take them away from him. But no, you cannot buy them anymore.
Well, your son is taller than you, so you wouldn't understand.
No, he's not taller than me.
I'm just fucking. Yo, paper's getting shorter. Paper's getting smaller. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Every time I see him, it's like he's getting smaller.
That was payback for me making him say welcome to Death Row. But you're right. I am getting smaller compared to him because that boy's shooting up.
Yeah, man.
He's about to inherit a whole lot of sneakers really quickly, but he enjoyed the 10 a whole lot. Like
doing the
that 10. Listen, that 10 is for everything, and I mean, like I say, if you take everything into accountability and as a performance shoe, comfort, stability, everything. So you take everything. The 10 to me is the best LeBron shoe as far as performance and actually hooping in the shoe. Now we can talk about the look and the colorways and all that shit. That's something totally different. But if you're just going off of how you want a LeBron shoe to hoop in, hands down to me, it's the 10.
Well, at the end of the day, isn't that what we all supposed to be caring about again?
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to be caring about. But we all know that ain't why these shoes are selling.
Well, that's why I said quote unquote supposed to.
Yeah. That's not why these shoes are selling.
Well, not all of us have forgotten that.
Well, at the end of the day, when people really want the shoes to perform in, they're going to the soldiers. That's what's happening.
I haven't tried that soldier on, but I've heard great things about that. So I mean, from guards to centers to power forwards to everybody. I don't care what position you play. Everybody, I've yet to hear anything bad about that Zoom soldier.
So I always thought the soldier was a better shoe. And I had people on campus be like, "Yeah, you can't wear Soldier." I'm like, "Why can't I wear Soldier, dog?" They're like, "Because we sell it in Sports Authority." I'm like, "Okay, all right." But
Leo, you
it's
need
dope.
to try the Soldier 5. That's one of my favorites.
Well, I was
It's
just going to say,
great.
Harrison. I was going to say, I've been seeing the Soldiers sell a lot since the 5.
Yeah.
I mean, just with the 5. I mean, it looks great. It's perfect, at least for me. Like Kwab was saying, like I'm not, being point, doing all these cuts and stuff, post up in the post, and just for, I guess, cushioning, and definitely if you do have to make whatever those cuts, it's there. I think, I guess, with the Soldiers, performance-wise, I feel like they're always a little bit better, even though that, the main shoe, whether it's a 10, the 11, it always has its setbacks.
What makes the Soldier better than the headline?
I think the Soldier is just better for basketball. I mean, it depends. You have to go through each model, but obviously they're going to dump more colorways into the LeBron 11. But like with the 7, they actually took time and designed like really nice colorways for them, so it makes it a little more appealing to the sneakerheads rather than the basketball players that just get the shoe. Because usually with the Soldier, there's not that many crazy colorways and people that like crazy shoes.
I think the thing about the Soldier is it's just put together well.
Yeah.
It's just a well put together shoe. You know what I mean? Like unlike the 11s, which I can sit here and talk all day about the flaws of the 11, but I think it's just a well put together shoe. It's a simple, basic, well put together shoe. Like my son I got the one of the first colorways, that blue one, and switched the laces. My son was not feeling it at first, and I was like, "Son, I think you will like this shoe." He still wears that shoe. I mean, and I know that shoe is a little too small for him, but he wears the shit out of that shoe, and it's yet to break down. He's been wearing that shoe since October? You know what I mean? And I mean, he wears that shoe at least 2 or 3 times a week, and he beats the shit out of that shoe, and it's still performing. Performing.
Here's an OSD style question that we can end the show with at 12:05 Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna put this one out there for the viewers, and hopefully we get some feedback on this one. Considering what we're talking about, where you have a second-tier shoe from a signature athlete that more people are actually using for basketball than the signature level shoe, which costs, what, $100 more?
At least.
Soldiers are what, about $100 less?
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, about that.
So considering the secondary level shoe is made with the performance criteria that they want you to pay for in the signature level shoe, what's really happening?
Well, your last statement, Pape, I don't know if that is actually correct, because the secondary shoe, it's all about the athlete. In this case, LeBron finds the Soldier a better performing shoe. But in the case of, let's say, the LeBron 10, the premier model was a better performing shoe than the second-tier shoe of that year. So it all depends on the athlete. In this case, the LeBron Soldier seems to perform better for LeBron, and in turn is giving more sales to that shoe because people are seeing him do these amazing things in that shoe. It's not necessarily that it's a better performing shoe. It just performs better for that athlete this time around.
I mean,
let's talk about the perception of it, though, because for the price range and for even what we see on the basketball court, I see more people, and Harrison and a few other people, see more people that a real soup to nuts blue-collar basketball shoe, they're buying Soldiers. They're not buying LeBron's signature shoe.
But even in that case, a retailer isn't going to say, "I'm going to skip the LeBron whatever, the numbered LeBron."
Well, they can't.
And wait for the Soldier.
Yeah, they can't. They ain't going for that. But what I'm saying is, what kind of technology is going on with that actual line where for $250, we're not getting the shoe that the secondary shoe is offering, and LeBron's actually playing in the secondary level shoe.
I think that it goes back to the thing is, let's be honest, most people who are buying the LeBron 11 are not buying it for performance, and I think that I honestly think that the Zoom Soldier 7, I think it's the 7, right? I think the Soldier 7 is basically one of those hidden gems. I don't think I guarantee you, Nike didn't think that it was going to sell like this, and it caught them by surprise.
Totally.
And it's almost like a pleasant surprise. And I think that, let's be real, most of these signature shoes, the 10, 11, the 9, all the actual signature shoe, they are putting it out for colorways more so than the actual performance. Is it fucked up? Yeah. But at the same time, let's be honest, all the soldiers don't perform well. It's just that I think this is just one of those hidden gems that actually does perform well, and people gravitate to it because of the performance as well as the price. I mean, let's be honest. It's really one of the better buys out there. It's one of the best buys that you can get as far as a basketball sneaker nowadays. As far as how much it costs, and the actual performance, is really one of the better values out on the market today.
And they're still putting out good colorways for it. It's not like it's just that plain, team color, like just a white and a red, white and a green.
That's true, but I don't even think that the colorways come into play with the.
Well, I'm just adding that it can add even more appeal to
sneakerheads
that might not even use it for basketball. They might wear it for something like that.
It definitely comes into play because he's wearing it. The minute he put it on and it got a national audience, they had to add some energy to it.
Mm-hmm. What's really crazy? What's really crazy about this shoe is, I think that remember, I think we talked about it maybe a year or two ago, where LeBron's biggest issue was he wasn't wearing the actual colorways that were in the stores. I think it's almost like he's wearing the Soldier, and people are like, okay, he's actually wearing this shoe. He's doing great things in this shoe. Hey, let me go look for this shoe. And it's almost in spite of what LeBron does, because he doesn't really wear a lot of the colorways that are in the stores. But you can find some of these Soldiers that he wears. You can't find some of these in the store.
I don't know. I'm not giving LeBron all the credit here, and I think he gets shit on a lot when he shouldn't. I think he's made some changes in the game for the good that he doesn't get credit for. And I don't remember a situation besides maybe a Kevin Garnett situation. But you haven't seen a situation where a player can have his signature shoe and wear it more off the court than he does on the court. And that's what's happening with the 11. He's wearing it back and forth to the locker room. He's wearing it when he goes out at night. When you're seeing social pictures of LeBron, he's in the 11. But when he's on the court, he's in the Soldier. And let's keep this business. The Soldier is driving revenue. The revenue drivers are not signature shoes. It's the core shoes that are being sold at the middle marketplace wholesalers. So you're gonna go into Sports Authority and sell Soldiers all goddamn day. Yep. So it's not a surprise to anybody. They set it up this way.
And people are doing the same thing. They're taking the Soldier, they're wearing it on the court. They take the 11, they wear it on the street, and every time the 11 comes, a new colorway, limited or not, you're going to have people buy it because it's one of those numbered LeBrons and because it's a specific name colorway and stuff like that, and people won't even think twice about wearing it for basketball.
Well, I'll say this, though. This is one of the first LeBron signature shoes that I've seen really ever that actually I can go to the local store and still see there's still pairs out there. Whereas the 10 they sold, regardless. You know what I'm saying? And once again, I think it goes back to, people are starting to realize he's not wearing the 11. So it's like, why would I spend $200 and something on something that he doesn't even like? Where he starts the game off in him, but he doesn't end. Hell, he doesn't even. Sometimes, most of the time, he don't even end the first damn half in the 11. He's already making a switch before halftime. So, I think let's be clear though. Let's remember they really developed the whole Soldier line for that consumer that couldn't really afford the actual signature shoe. But still wanted something. No, that's why they started that now.
No, the Soldier is to play in.
Yep. It is, but I'm saying the line. They started the Soldier line because of that. They started the Soldier line because they wanted to bring something in that was a little lower price point that still had LeBron's name on it. I'm telling you now, from a couple years ago, that's how they started the Soldier line.
No, the Soldier line was meant to be played in. You knew for a fact
by college and high school cats. They want people to go out here and get that signature shoe as well. They want you to get the signature shoe before you get the Soldier. But the thing is, everybody's not going to pay that signature line price. That's why they brought the Soldiers out. That's the truth. That's what it is.
All right.
That's why they brought that line out. That's how it started. Now it might not be that way now, but that's the reason why they started the Soldier line.
All right. All right.
He's ringing the bell. He's ringing the bell. We're gonna let the viewers weigh in on the rest of that debate.
Exactly. I ain't letting you drive. I'm gonna get shot if I let you drive.
Wow.
Is he gonna get grazed in the head?
Oh man.
So if you're watching the show, or you will be watching later, and you hear the topic that we concluded with, please send us a comment, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, whatever. Hashtag OG Sneaker Talk. Let us know what you think about that final question that we posed and we weighed in on a little bit tonight. All thoughts are welcome, positive, negative, weird, crazy, off the wall. Make sure you send them to us.
I'm coming right now, goddammit. I'm about to come in right now. No,
But another good show is in the books, episode number 307. We are done. We're going to be back next week with episode number 308. But until then, you know where to find everybody that you see on your screen. And don't forget to check out the OSD online shop, osdlive.spreadshirt.com. And make sure you stay in tune with us through all the social media outlets. Get you some dope gear. Share it. Spread the word. The show. Audio archive also, D. Wells.
Yes, sir. Up on TuneIn.com, you can actually get over 270 episodes of the OSD show, as well as some newer, some of our newer episodes will be there very, very soon as well. So make sure you tune in on TuneIn Radio.
The socks are coming.
Uh-oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Rocky.
And also, I'll let you guys know real quick that we are in the works something with Champs Sports. So just putting that out there right now. So just stay tuned, and I'll get you the first look at the OSD socks. So I'm back for good now. So no worries.
Word up.
Cool. And for those people that don't know, if you want to get your looking for a perfect gift for your, the father in your life, the men of your life, or just in general, you like good food, you like good barbecue, head on over to AboveTheCoalsBBQ.com. That is AboveTheCoalsBBQ.com. Make sure you let them know that you've been sent by the Soul Doctors. Shout out to CK and the entire CK family. Man, AboveTheCoalsBBQ.com. Until next week. It's been good. It's been fun. Make sure you come back and walk and talk with us as we go on and on. This is OSD, Obsessive Sneaker Disorder, the OG Sneaker Talk Show. Y'all be good, be safe, and as always, keep your laces tied tightly, your tongue loose, and walk good.
Hit him one time with a zigzag. Turn it up.